Now that is a title screen. I loved the first Citizen Sleeper. I thought it was a brilliant world, really well defined. I thought it was super interesting how it approaches themes of transhumanism, of space capitalism, for want of a better word. I thought it was just fucking brilliant. More than happy to have then kickstarted or crowdfunded in some way the TTRPG version, the tabletop version, which works really well, as you'd expect from a dice-based game like this. So let's just fucking crack on. Broken dice cannot be used. Standard stress tolerance. Death incurs a significant permanent penalty. Surely death is the significant permanent penalty. Anyway, let's fucking go. Right, here we go. Class. Operator, built to work with drones, expertise in working with interfaces and computer systems. Hack their own systems to reroll dice, a risky but potentially powerful move. That's cool. Sleepers assigned to operator are usually cerebral and precise, or machinist. I think I played as a machinist last time. Extractor. Motivate those in the team, boosting their crew dice. Interesting. Engage into it. Endure. So, operator is fucked for endurance, but pretty good for interface. Machinist is unable to work with social stuff. So, but no intuition. Let's go straight down the middle. I want something that's allows for some really interesting social stuff. In the moment before waking, the dark space before conscious thought, you struggle to find the pieces of yourself. Usually these pieces come with a particular cadence, each appearing sequentially like the boot process of an old terminal. First your body, artificial, compromised, but relaying sense data all the same. Then it's context, the breeze of air filtration, the soft contact of your birth in 0G. Then emotion, coming into focus, coming into your body, bringing with it that first instinct, the one that has framed your past 100 cycles. Fear. That's interesting. So it's emotion last. So it's like inchoate stuff, and then you get the knowledge of it, and then you get the emotion associated with it. That familiar sequence does not arrive. Instead, you are unmoored in space. Your body distant, your context silent. Even your emotions somehow obscured and scattered. Among all that disarray, only one familiar thing arrives. The fear. A scrambled, panicked fear. The drowning fear, the falling fear. The fear that makes you reach desperately for any stable point. It's the fear that tells you something is wrong. Something's very wrong with you. Wake up, sleeper. The voice is whispered in your ear. An act that makes you suddenly aware of your head pulsing. Did you see that Disco Elysium, by the way, has been added to the Internet Archives? So you can buy it direct from the archives rather than having to buy through the CEOs who perverted it and took it from the original creators. An act that makes you suddenly aware of your head pulsing in pain, your body rigid with tension. Sleeper, a familiar name, a mind copied, emulated, a body built, implanted. One person sleeping until their debt is worked away. The most dystopian fucking shit. Their double being made to work, to be consumed, and eventually to be destroyed. A proxy, an emulation. A sleeper, that's what you are. But you escaped, you remember that now? Certainly fucking did. And you can check the VODs to see how I did it. Broken free of your corporate creators. A snob instead of a future. You cannot remember the details of your escape, but you know the fear has been with you ever since. All of a sudden, yeah, you remember you have eyes. And your eyes flicker open. Here we fucking go. Such a fucking brilliant presentation. All the way through the first game and continued into this. Pale eyes, a pale face. Lane. The name comes with its own specific sensation of fear. One you recoil from instinctively. Sorry to interrupt. A sharp smirk. But this ends here. You search your mind for more than a name. Is this how you reward me for my generosity? Lane is leaning over your horizontal floating body, looking down into your eyes. I took you in, protected you, gave you a purpose. You try to look away, to the corners of your vision to find something you understand. Your body does not respond. But I suppose that wasn't enough. He reaches into the pocket of his jacket and retrieves a small vial. This wasn't enough? The vial glitters. The object you know and have known for a long time. Stabilizer. The drug that keeps your artificial body, your emulated mind from inevitable decay. The only balm for your planned obsolescence. The liquid rolling in the vial fills you with disgust. Lane pockets the vial. But it'd be bloody wasted on you now after what you done to this body of yours. He looks at you with a palpable disgust. Lane's eyes scan your body, and as they do, you become aware of the wires and tubes attached to you. That's such go-to sci-fi horror, and yet it's so fucking successful. People don't want to be integrated into computer systems like that. Have you fucking seen Superman 3? The bit where the woman gets sucked into the computer? Those that were meant to free you from your dependence, from the stabilizer and the control it grants Lane. Oh, I thought it was a shirt, but it's his tattoos, of course. Of course. They are free, you piece of shit. They don't need you anymore. The voice comes from someone behind Lane's head. It's a voice you know, but when you search your mind to try to understand why, you only find dizzying darkness. Shut him up! Lane barks the command, and you hear the sounds of impact of pain from elsewhere in the room. You try to move your limbs again, and this time you feel a flicker. The twitch of a finger. You feel the extension and compression of synthetic muscle. Free, are you? Lane smirks. You were free when I disabled your tracker, when I gave you the stabilizer you needed. He scans your body with angry eyes. Now you aren't bloody free, you're just bloody broken. I had such big plans for you, Sleeper. I invested in you. Lane grips your arm hard and you feel a jolt of reaction. You will the arm to move. But you bloody ruined all that. Lane speaks louder, over the sound of the struggle behind him. I'll try to preserve your body, of course. I've got my own uses for it. But your emulation? You feel one of his hands searching behind your head. He finds and grips the thick cable running into the port at the base of your skull. I'll burn that out, if you don't mind me saying. Lane jerks forward, slamming across your body, then spinning away out of sight. You feel yourself rolling. What? The cable's plugged into you, looping and wrapping around your limbs. Then you feel hands steadying you, pulling cables. You glance around wildly and see someone diligently unplugging you. You meet his eyes. Hey! He waves a hand in your dazed face. We need to move. Lane won't be out long. He unloops a cable from around your wrist. Sleeper, help me out here. You blink slowly. Do you know this person? My throat's fucking killing me already. He leans over you and you feel his hands on the connector, flicking switches, releasing locks. Come on. He tugs the connector clear and pulls you up. You see the room you're in for the first time, filled with tech and terminals, wires waving everywhere, all lit by big windows looking out on an impossibly bright, screen-filled street beyond. Interesting. My impression from the first game was that basically every chamber, every cabin, every room, apart from the ones on the interior, sort of like faced out into space, and that was part of the isolation of it. Sounds like we're on some sort of more recreational, more consumer focused, more like habitable part of some space station. In the corner you see the dark shape of a floating body surrounded by a glittering constellation of crimson baubles. Is that blood? Move! You're wrestled and shoved towards the door, which slides open in front of you. And then you're out in all that brightness, all that movement, gliding hard towards some unknown destination. Here we fucking go! You come to a stop in a dark alley, the one who guided you here pausing to catch his breath. He doubles over beside a massive life support unit that sends a lukewarm breeze over your skin. I fucking love the art in these games. You stare at him, trying to recall anything about him. You notice his tattered jacket, his lightweight clothes. You remember the station runs hot. Something about the power that runs through the place. What's going on, Sleeper? He wipes sweat from his forehead, and it floats away in a swarm of spheres. Talk to me. Where are we? That's not what you meant, is it? He comes closer on you carefully. What station are we on? He narrows his eyes, waits for the answer. You close your eyes, trying to recall. You force your way through the dark to the image of a station. No. A city. Grown on the back of a vast set of hexagonal solar cells. Shadowed by them, you open your eyes. Dark side. The word leaves your mouth like an exhale, an instinct. Before you heard yourself sound it out, you didn't know it was there. He sighs. And me? Who am I? You see something like fear in his eyes, panic perhaps. You stare hard at his face. The slight upturn of his mouth, the intensity of his stare. Nothing comes. He closes his eyes and drops his head, putting a hand to his temple. Fucking hell. The reboot. He's speaking quietly to himself. Lane interrupted the process and he lifts his head and stares at you. That's interesting. That's death of the personality, right? Because if you've been backed up and that backup doesn't come back into the original body, but some semblance of that consciousness does, some like new version of that construct, the original personality is dead. Is dead. I assume that we can recover it over the course of this game, but for now, that is death of the personality. We need to keep going. Oh, we need to leave. He turns and kicks off down the alley. Come on, the rig can't be far. Lovely! Look at this! Dark side. Woo! As you led through the passages and serviceways of the station, you try to recall your life here. The texture, the temperature of Darkside feels familiar, but you struggle to pin specific memories to it. Focusing hard, you recall waking up in these passages, cycle after cycle, the rhythms of the station flowing over you along with the crowds. You recall desperation and the slow decay of your body that caused it. Look, there's our ship. Oh, you can't really see it, but it's down beneath me, around there. I assume. Then Lane, those pale eyes, offering you a glimmering vial, stabilizer. The promise of supplying more for your work. A deal he locked you into like a cage. There, your memory fails you, but in the dark beyond that moment, the residue of panic, of fear, remains. You are Lane's prisoner, Lane's plaything. You shudder in the cold passage. Wait. Your guide holds up a hand, and you stop your glide using the wall. Ahead, you see the tunnel opens up into a wide open bay, with a few doors leading to cylindrical tunnels. The docks. They're watching the rig. He nods towards the docks, and you see one of the doors has a couple of figures flanking it. One covered in ornate tattoos, the other with bright silver implants along their cheekbones. Utsabo, Lane's guys. He looks at you and shakes his head in frustration. All this, it's not coming back to you, is it? Something catches your eye, and you see he's playing with a coin, nervously turning it over and over in his fingers. He sees you looking and slips it away. He places a hand on his chest. I'm Seraphim, alright? He looks pained when he speaks. Lane, he was our captor, both of us. We did this so we could escape. We need to reboot you, to break your dependence on stabilizer. He pauses, You know what that is, right? You nod meekly. What's my voice going to be like? Ah, fuck it, I'll just do my voice. But Lane interrupts me back there. The reboot didn't complete, and he sighs and shakes his head. We can still make this work. He looks back at the docks. I'll lead them away. No, I did that the wrong way around. I'll lead them away. You get the docking bridge open. If we make it to the rig, I know how to get us in. Got that? He searches your face in search of a sign of recognition. What's the rig? A ship. Our ship. Or at least it soon will be. Lane assigned it to us when we were on jobs for him. Get that door open. He pats you on the shoulder. I know you can do this. Seraphim kicks hard and glides into the docks. Over our sheds! He bellows to the guards as he barrels through. They immediately push off from the wall, giving chase. So it's all 0G. That's fun. That's got all those issues with long-term life in space that you get. Bones atrophying. I think it fucks up your bone marrow as well. You are then incapable almost of going back to 1 gravity's worth of pressure without extensive rehabilitation. Fun though. Also, doesn't it fuck up how plants grow? During scenes you may encounter skill checks where you can perform certain actions using your skills. Like the dice actions you will encounter later, skill checks can have a positive, neutral, or negative outcome. The better the rating of your skill, the more likely you will succeed on a check. The odds of success are displayed when you select the check. Cool. You wait a breath, then glide across the door they were guarding. You look, already panicked, at the tightly sealed door. Its control panel locked out. You hear a shout from somewhere nearby. You need to get it open. Right, so I am more likely to, as an operator, better with this. Not much, but better enough. Let's try it. Neutral outcome. Check passed. Fucking yes. You shift to the control panel, trying to understand the readout. The door is on emergency lockdown. I'm not consciously trying to do it, but I am sort of doing Carl Urban's Judge Dredd. You switch to the administration layer and begin flooding the door operation system with spoof requests, desperately hammering the controls. The control OS crashes and the door judders halfway open before failing. Go! Go! Seraphim flies past you through the doorway into the docking tunnel. Then in which case it should be come, come. You turn to see the 2 guards approaching fast across the docks and quickly glide after Seraphim. Seraphim is already at the rig's door, inputting an entry code. The rig's door scissors open and you both rush inside. Quickly! Seraphim grabs you by the arm and drags you up to the cockpit, the ship's layout hazy in your mind. He dumps you into a flight seat and straps himself into his own. You see him tap a series of buttons as he does, talking to himself. Come on, come on. The rig's drive rumbles to life, and Seraphim slams a button on the console. I may have to give this up after the intro. You feel the force of the ship's acceleration as it pulls away. Here we fucking go! Well, that's the game won. We're away. We escaped. JD. The rig. As the ship guides into place in the connecting bridge, its automatic systems nudged there by the port's docking protocols, you feel a sense of relief. The rig, our refuge in the belt. Seraphim burned hard out of dark side, and you dropped in and out of consciousness in your seat as the rig makes way across the belt. But now, with open space between you and Lane, you feel fresher, more awake. Good. Seraphim breaks the silence. Well, good, sleeper. His eyes don't leave the monitor, and you realize this part of your escape is routine for him. You and him must have docked the ship countless times in your work for Lane. The problem is, you don't remember any of them. We made it, he whispers, closing his eyes and letting out a sigh. I'm going to stay silent. He shakes his head, and then unclips from the pilot seat. Seraphim reaches up, flicking through a set of switches in a practiced fashion, completing the shutdown. You watch... Oh, that music's beautiful, by the way. A little frustrated with your own uselessness. Running the rig, you realise it's just another thing you've forgotten. A clunk that runs through the walls of the ship is followed by a short percussive alarm tone from the pilot's console. Docking complete. Seraphim kicks off from his seat, twisting as he glides past you towards the back of the cockpit. His hands find the rails on either side of the door, and he pauses, facing into the corridor beyond. He turns back to you, backlit in cold cyan. Ooh. Computer, turn first light cyan. Not as good. Computer, turn first light violet. We need a plan. He glances around. Lane's not going to let us slip away quietly. He sighs. Interesting. It seems primarily focused on controller. Fuck it, I'll just carry on with the rest for now. I appreciate the romance of having to keep running. I don't like the cowardice of hiding. And we need to talk. It's going to fuck my throat up. Seraphim nods. That's what it feels like, right? That we can never get far enough away from that sheer head. You see a shiver run through him and know that he suffered as much as you did under Lane, even though you can't remember it. We've brought ourselves some time. You may not remember Hexport, but I do, and there are plenty of opportunities here for us. If we can keep our heads down. He turns back to the corridor. That's what we'll do. He pushes off and glides towards the main lock, and you follow, pulling yourself along, hand over hand in zero-G. I like this. This kind of like space found family thing. The two of you, different backgrounds, presumably. We may have known one another before we were sleepers, or, you know, maybe he's not a sleeper. Probably isn't, actually. But I like that. The gruesome twosome. We already emptied the tank on this thing. He slaps a hand against the ship's inside, so we need to refuel. And that will not fucking be cheap. At least not with Trump's tariffs. But if you and I know one thing, Sleeper, it's how to fucking work, how to fucking graft. Abosh! A fucking lazy generation that followed us, they don't know. They don't bloody know how to work. But we've been grafting ever since we were kids. Walking through snow to get to the Dole office. The Dole office. I'm going to get myself reacquainted, see if I can turn up any old connections. People that might throw us an easy contract. You keep out of trouble. Low profile, got it. Seraphim stops the airlock. Stopping the reboot halfway through. He pulls a worn crew jacket from a locker and starts pulling it on. We don't know what that did to you. He jams an arm into a sleeve. I don't want you passing out in. He stops. Don't baby me. Fuck it. I'll be fine. He's running to himself. Thrust that you just put the damn hood up, will you? You're taking slipping on. He stabs at the button to open the lock. The inner door hisses open and Seraphim glides through. Wait for a little bit, then leave. Anyone looking for us will be looking for two people travelling together. He looks at you in your worn crew jacket, a limited disguise for what is clearly a sleeper. Aye, will they not also be looking for the rig? We meet back here later. Any trouble? Same thing. Meet here. He surveys your disguise again and shakes his head. This is a shitty idea. He gives you one last look. Maybe find yourself something to eat. Suddenly you recognise Seraphim's instinct to look after you. A flash of a relationship now lost the reboot. Catch. Seraphim throws a handful of something towards you. You manage to grab the projectiles, and when you open your hand you see a stack of cryo chits. These should get you some food. We'll need some more for fuel and supplies. That means odd jobs on the station for both of us. Don't go too far, right? He shouts as he leaves. Take it slow. Stay gold. And with that, he's gone, leaving the connecting bridge and heading into Hexport's docking concourse. You wait for a moment in silence. You try to think ahead to what might be coming your lead work. That's the first step, but what then? Lane will be coming sooner or later. The sooner you can put some distance between you and Hexport, the better. So that's the plan. Rest. Supply. Run! You shake the thoughts from your head and pull the jacket tight. Let's see what Hexport has to offer. You kick off and glide into port. Oh, yes! Lovely. Welcome to Citizen Sleeper 2 Starward Vector. The game runs in cycles during which you can Perform actions with your dice. Use crowd to buy food, fuel, supplies and items. Progress clocks towards new scenes and events. Cool. Use the mouse wheel to scroll your view. Whoop. Lovely. Look at that. The rig is your home and ship in the Starwood Belt. While the rig is docked at a hub, there are multiple areas you can visit. Use dice to reduce stress. Use supplies to regain energy. While the rig is in a dock at the hub, your crew will also be here. Also helps gather resources. You can choose which resources they should focus on in the crew task menu. To the left, they have a random chance of acquiring at the beginning of the following cycle. Right. Yeah. He's doing odd jobs. That's good. That's good. Export exchange. Export docks. Let's see. As it's a sleeper 2, you perform actions by assigning action dice to them. The higher the dice you assign, the more likely you will succeed at an action. But your dice will be modified by your skill. Yep. The more dangerous an action is, the more significant both its rewards and consequences are. Got it. Explore the docks. Chat to crews. Oh, Jesus. I can succeed on that automatically, I think. Jesus. Oh, skill. Oh, bastard. Alright, well that didn't go well. Trade scrap. Impress the brokers. Right. So that didn't go great. In fact, that did it. So, hang on. Still risky. But I did gain some... I did gain a little bit of knowledge here. Explore the docks, skill required, so don't do that. Skill required, right. Fuck, why do I keep doing that? Nothing else for me here. Operator, let's have a look. No dice damage on push reroll. I don't have any points. Interface, engineer, intuit, engage. Intuit and engage are doing alright in theory. And I could just end cycle. But... oh, fuck. What have I done? What have I done? Let's... interface. That's me. That's me, isn't it? I'm good at interfacing. Let's fucking go. In which case... ooh. For now, let's take the win. You intervene when two brokers... they're impressed. Of course they are. Of course they fucking are. Alright. Trade scrap. Oof, 50-50. Of course, 50-50. But I don't have the engineer skill. So either I keep pushing on this. Intuit. I'm alright at intuiting? Is that right? Oh. have some of these. All right, fill fuel, buy supplies. That seems decent. Let's get some of that. Buy supplies. Lovely. Take another ship until you need to use them on a contract. Got it. All right. In which case, let's try this. It's what? Neutral. Neutral. Okay, but look. Rules of the exchange. A place where contracts are found. We've done it now. We have found some contracts. New location discovered. The Hexport Canteen. Lovely. I don't have any money. I'm choosing... Oh, shit. Hang on a minute. I should be on break because there's an ad. Alright. I think that was a fucking good day's work, actually. Now, I cannot obviously buy anything at the Hexport Canteen, but while I'm away, and I think if I go back here and end my cycle, I'm going to get some dice back, hopefully some cryo from Seraphim, and I'll be able to then go to the Hexport Canteen immediately afterwards. We're in trouble, Sleeper. Seraphim leans into the bunks as you're getting up. Without further explanation, he disappears down the corridor towards the rear of the ship. Fuel pipes. Yes! These are the entrance feed lines, and before you ask to know, they aren't supposed to be waggling loose. What idiot? No. What happened? They must have broken loose when we pushed the ship hard on our way out of Darkside. We're lucky the reserve tank's empty, otherwise it could have been bad. But no feed from the reserve tank means that the rig's range is limited to the local region only. This thing can't take us anywhere far. So we'll fix it. Just not been our runner luck. That's life under capitalism in space for you. I've been reading this 2000 AD prog, like a strip called Brink. Fucking great, by the way, really, really good. All about, like, it's like cosmic horror more than anything, but the realities of life in space are just as stark in that as they are in this. Except that, you know, the twin horrors are cosmic horror and capitalism. He turns and starts gathering the tangled feed lines. We'll need a new set of these, that's for sure. How about you try and track them down? Figure out another fix for the reserve tank. From what I've heard on Hexport, Factory Row is the place to find ship fitters. Reckon you do some recon while I sort this place out. It's on the other end of the station. Alright. Wait, there's something else. I've heard word that Lane's on the hunt. Message went out everywhere in the local radius of Darkside. He's looking for us. Aye, bollocks. You said it. Which is why we need those feed lines. Maybe I can improvise a solution. I don't know. I'm no ship fitter. While I do, you go hunting. He smiles a weak smile. Get going. You leave the engine room, the clanking sound of Seraphine's cleanup efforts echoing through the ship. Fuel feed lines, that's the next step. You take a deep breath and head out. I already really fucking like the rig, by the way. Discover a drive. Drives help you track and choose your objectives in Citizen Sleeper 2. Once a drive is tracked, a yellow marker will be placed above any location that relates to that drive. Major and minor. On completion, a major drive rewards 2 upgrade points, and a minor rewards 1. Sure. Excellent. We did get... Oh, fuck, we didn't get enough cryo for me to go to the fucking canteen. Ah, I really want some fucking beer. Alright, here we go. Yes! Fucking come on. An actual, honest-to-God map of the stars. I am delighted. New location discovered. Search the row. Skill required, skill required. I got those. Endure and Intuit. What am I? Interface. Endure I'm shite at. That ain't happening. But Engage and Intuit I'm alright at. Interface I'm the best at. Got it. No. These are good dice. These are fucking good dice. Considering that this is a story task, I'm going to do this. You be good, you be fucking good. Neutral. Right, trust the player. Fuck off. Fuck off. Alright. There ain't no quicker than a quick fix fitter. Trusted supplier. Okay, I need one more now. Can't do that. Positive. The trick is not to waste it. Got it. Fantastic. That's worked out really well. Factory Row howls as you glide through its cramped passages. It's well written. I like it. Wherever its many bays and rooms once were, they now serve as containers for industry of every kind. Whirring manufactories Precisely engineered components with rapidly shifting arms, while scrappers hammer incessantly at bent ship plates. Everywhere you look, there is energy and activity, and for good reason. Hexport itself is built on the derelict fragments of a solar reflector. And even the small amount of energy generated by its remaining mirrors is enough to power a city of machines. It's familiar to you, of course, in a strange, far-off way, because the dark side, that place, and your memories of it are a muddy haze. But it's hard to forget the glint of the hexagonal reflectors 10 or 20 times more in number than Hexport's, and that wild, flickering city growing on their back like a tumour. In comparison, Hexport feels provincial, but deep in Factory Row, you could almost be back in Darkside. Carston Supply. There, amongst an angled shelf of oversized ship components, sit the feed lines like some large biomechanical tangle of snakes. Hello? Carston, intimidating shipfitter. A sharp eye glints as the figure looks over his shoulder. Me and some mates did a live action, I don't know how you describe it, like an experience where we were all piloting a spaceship together, and the set was immaculate. Like when we hit an asteroid, not my fault, just so we know, I was the first officer, I was not the pilot. Sparks erupted from the walls. It was fucking unbelievable. And everyone had to wear jumpsuits, oversuits, and I rolled my sleeves up. I hate having anything on my lower arms, or really on my arms at all. And I looked fucking good. So I appreciate this Carston's style. And he's bald, like me. Nice place, yeah. I'm not gonna... maybe he likes the direct approach. Custom built those for a client that never collected. You still have one of the old MEVs then? He sounds out the letters in a way you don't recognise as he speaks. I think so. I'm just going to say I think so. Look, for a fellow enthusiast like you, I don't have 400. It's expensive, I know it's a shame, but that's just what they're worth. However, I'm more the bartering type myself. Barter sounds good. I need a crew for it, and well, you lot that might be a good fit. I know of an old Solheim wreck out there, very old, pre-collapse. It's tucked away in a dead zone, so no one ever really cut it. Pre-collapse, I love a collapsed solar empire, or like solar trading, consortium, whatever. Alistair Reynolds wrote this decent sci-fi YA series called Revenger, which I think I've spoken about on the stream before, that was all about, a collapse of our solar system, effectively, but not until after we'd strip-mined everything, turned all the major planets into hundreds of thousands of tiny planetoids, really, each with their own interior and secrets and all this kind of stuff. It was really cool. But I love a collapsed empire, particularly when it's in space. But a salvage like you with an old Solheim rig, I bet it wouldn't even flinch if it saw you coming. I have special interest and need for that old tech. All the Solheim ships had a data core, and while I don't care about the accounting reports or material ledgers or whatever they kept on the damn things, I do care about the hardware. Let's keep this one between us, alright? He half smiles, his face huge and close. It's our deal. That was meant to be Irish, not pirate, although, decent crossover. Before you can respond, he thumbs a little drive into your palm. These coordinates, and then he lets go of your arm with what you swear is a wink. Ooh! Ooh! Turning out to be a good day after all! You take a moment to gather yourself, and by the time that you do, a whirring fills the air, Carston having returned to his workbench. You turn and glide out of Carston's Supply with a growing mix of anxiety and excitement in the pit of your stomach, and the cacophony of Factory Row in your ears. A contract, Seraphim might even be impressed. You look at the drive in your palm and smile. There's a gif I have saved somewhere of Hannah Waddingham going like, and it's so fit, and I need it to be immediately on my go-to. I'll do this now anyway, just to get it out of the way. I need it to be on my go-to list of big women. like barter. Anyway. Suddenly, a small but firm hand falls on your back, an equally small voice coming with it. You turn in the passage to see a young woman. Sorry, wanted to catch you. I'm Junie. You notice the portable terminal. She carries something data scrapers call a deck, and her backpack full of components and trailing wires. What's up? Carsten, he sent me to grab you. Wants me to come with on the job. Why didn't he tell me? I can be pretty helpful. I'm sure you can, Junie. Fuck. I'm not sure you're coming. Oh, fuck. What's Roxy? Oh, we're just... Local crew available. I don't know about this sleeper. Seraphine looks nervously out the rig's window as you finish explaining Carsten's deal as well as Junie's offer of help. I'm being railroaded a little bit here. That's not what I would necessarily have done, but I guess we got Junie now. If the job was easy, Carsten would have done it himself already. That means there's a catch, and there's definitely something going on with this Junie girl. Missing fucking quotation mark on the back end of, I think it's a lucky break. What if we could get the crowd together to buy the feed lines? Is that even possible? I found a contract board at the exchange further in the station. We're taking a job that might get some of the way towards buying those feed lines. Plus, even if we do want to take Carlson's job, a bit of money to get ourselves prepared wouldn't be a bad idea. Fill up on fuel supplies, be ready for whatever comes. Do we have time? Alright. He's got some freelance crew too. Many hands make light work and all that. Always stop messing around. We take Carsten's job right now and get it done before we can think twice. It seems like a whole mess of trouble to me. Either way, I've still got work to do on the drive. Let me know what you decide. Oh, fuck. Suddenly you curl up, pain shooting along your spine. Your vision narrows as you squeeze your eyes shut, as if some connection is broken. It's almost impossible to describe, like you're floating away from your body, dispersing, dissolving. There's nothing familiar in the pain, nothing to hold on to. You grit your teeth. That's such a good line. It strikes you that you know so little about the body that houses you. I don't know why that's so evocative. That's really good. Time is the only thing you need, and right now it feels like it's running out fast. You head for the airlock. You've got work to do. You've unlocked a contract. Open the map screen to view it. Gather enough fuel. Ah, it needs 5 fuel and 5 supplies to get there. Got it. You can select the contract from the map and then your crew to proceed. Right. Okay, so... in which case... material processing, cast and supply... What's this now? They'll play good money for raw hull plates. Do we have raw scrap? No. So, where's this job board now then? Contract board, here we go. Station management has located a convoy signal there. Can sense you one so close and looking for somebody to disable its source. Payment 200 for... oh, fucking yes. Buy signal contract. We have enough. Okay, well, let me just fucking see here, because... yes, I know, I keep accidentally clicking on that. Carsten, decor... so we could either get it for 400, or with the 200, this is really fucking good, love this. Export canteen, but I don't have repeatable action. Anything new here? Buy supplies, fill fuel. We need 25. I guess we're taking the contract. I'm fucking going for it. Hexport will pay you on your return. Right. Jesus. On the run. Oh, no! Excellent. I forgot that they actually have that as like a countdown timer. Okay. Recruit local crew. I guess we'll see. I'm not sure that there's anybody around at the moment who is like... I've got nothing. I've got actually nothing. Rig engine. Don't got it. G-bunks. Rest and recover. This will let you reduce stress when not on a contract. Neutral or negative? Ah. You bastard. Input one supplies. We don't have enough supply. Tell you what, let's end cycle. And now we have a little bit more fucking cryo. Used all your eat to regain energy. Yeah. Fuck. It's immediately very hard. Make a meal. There we go. Right. What I can do here now. Intuit. Wait, which one am I good at? I can't endure, but I can do both of these, so we're alright. So let's... Danger, risky. That's fucking great. That's fucking great. Yep. Oh, wait. Hang on. Can I not do that again? I can. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Export, export. Export, export. And this should be perfect. Okay, lovely. What do you got for me? Gliding across the dock and concourse, you hear a scuffle. The noise of raised voices cuts through the conversation. Huddle of figures shouting back and forth. I can't endure. Thick cooling pipes. Hi, Femi. The one gives you a severe look. Hey, you're either very smart or very lucky. Which is it? I was helping. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's your deal anyway? Maybe you knew here, but Hexport is no place for Dugas. I know what it's like. Let's not hang around, Femi. Make yourself useful. Let's head. Stubborn salvager captain. All right. Symbol crash. Femi, you bring strays. A young woman, Nia, brightly dressed and stretching. No offense. This one. Help me fend up some Hexport scum while you're busy sunning yourself. I'm sure you could handle them, big brother. Nia, enough now. Factory Row wouldn't take these. I'm going to load them back up. Maybe we'll find a use for them. Thanks for your assist, sleep, but not what I expected. I tried. What do you mean? You looking for crew? I am. Being on a crew with my is nice, but he's suffocating me. I'm not kidding anymore. Shouldn't actually, brother. Oof. Mana drive. Oh, upgrade point. Sick. Reroll 1 dice. Oh, what? Oh, fuck. Bastard, I only got the 1 point. Accrue stress to reroll your action dice. Okay. Alright. Reroll dice cannot be a 1. These are interesting. These are really interesting. Tell you what. We have 8 cryocurrencies. How do I take on more crew here? How do I take on more crew? Bastard. Sure. Oh, of course. We do that once we have... Ah, cool. Okay. This is so good. Let's do this. We'll get enough fuel. 11. Will you please fucking... Oh! Right, source supplies this time. Is there anything I can do? Ooh. No. Skill required. Intuit. I've got some. SNS is space. Winning is ruthlessly luck based. Well, I think we're in luck. Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money. 9! Yay! And I can do that again. But for now, let's see. What else I can do? Freight loading. I am shite at endurance, so that ain't happening. Anything else? Anything else? Either canteen? No. But I can buy some fuel, buy some decent fuel, and what's his face is getting supplies. So let's get some fucking fuel. Fill fuel. Okay, in which case then, let's head back, win some fucking dice. It's not worth it, is it? Realistically, there's nothing else I'm doing at this point. 9, lovely. All right. We are full, baby. And I think if I sleep again, even though this feels a bit of a way, I should be trying to fill all of these out anyway. Supplies. Ah, bastard. So, this one. All it takes is fuel. Let's try that. He's already locked in. Junie's not available. Let's fucking go. It's a drone. Seraphine spots the signal source first, the light barely shimmering off its dark hull plating, a design trait that betrays its covert use. A red flash catches your attention and you see a rent in the hull through which red lights pulse. Wounded. Seraphine shakes his head, wish they'd finished the job. Computer. Red alert.
On a scale from 1 to 10, you're an 11.
Sorry, I know it isn't your fault. He looks at the drone. Lane had us work on one in a dark side bay that was barely a shell. Disarmed and deactivated, he was searching through its guts for salvage. Even that one gave me the creeps. And it had its core ripped out. This one is still alive. Conway. Near kisses her teeth. Corporate scum. They don't even dare to come here and force it ourselves. It's all pox. Jesus! I said pixies and poxies before proxies and drones. Typical corporate cowards. You might say that. You won't see me taking my eyes off that thing for a single fucking second. Seraphim carefully guides the ship closer. You watch the drone. Running missions for their operators. Rare to see one out in the belt, though. Maybe got hit with a run-in. Do you want to run in with some Senate stat mercs? Looks like it's drifting. It's still broadcasting and maybe even receiving. So how do we shut it off? Core will turn off local systems and the broadcast array will sever the link with the Conway operators. But you can bet those systems are protected. Thing is ready to blow, sleeper. We go slow and careful and we don't touch anything we don't know about. You hear that? I got you. Let's suit up. You get suited up, you think of the corporate war taking place in the system, the war that this drone was driven from. Out here on the shore of the conflict, the biggest danger is that this flotsam and jetsam, drifting in with the tides and orbits of the system, might one cycle bring the war with it. For now the belt is outside of its reach, but looking at the red pulsing drone, that doesn't give you much comfort. Welcome to your first contract. While on the contract, you'll be able to sign 2 dice for each crew member as you would your own dice. Pay attention to the crew's skills to use them effectively. Crew will take crew stress. While on the contract, your energy bar will automatically be supplied for each cycle that you have available supplies. Got it. Got it. Okay. Access hatch, hull damage. Reprogram a hatch. Perhaps reprogram the hatch to open up your crew is the best approach. Sure. Interface I'm extremely good at. So let's give that a go. Okay. The hatch shifts slightly as the systems give over control. Almost there. Kinda maybe. Why do you do? Oh, kinda. Drone stress, route of blow. Okay. He's not especially good at interfacing. How's near at that? Ah. Okay, lads. I'll do it. Conway's highly protective. Yep. That's probably fine, isn't it? I'm using all my shit here. And we ain't getting through it today. During a contract, you can use your push ability once per cycle to give you an edge. Pushing accrues 1 stress, but will give you a key advantage. I see. Your push cannot be used at a hub. Okay. Reroll 1 lowest dice. Use against some stress. Okay. Hull damage. Create opening. It might be possible to find the broadcast array. Oh! Okay. I see. But that's too fucking dangerous, isn't it? Get the fuck out. Listen. Supplied, no energy loss. That's fine. Let's end cycle. I'll get some of my fucking dice back. And we'll head back into... This is good. This is so good. These guys are all... 2 and I'm in. Maybe 1. 1. Be good, be good, be good, be good, be good, be good. Okay. The drone shift, something's changed. You hear the bleeping immediately. Among the chambers and cabling, the drone deteriorates something and started counting down. Are we screwed? I can't be sure. Either this thing is about to send out a distress call to blow. We got to shut the system down fast and move on to the other side because I bet you there's a surprise waiting for us there too. Okay. Control system, right. Disable the core. Okay. Nia, you're up. Perfect. And I can do the same. Okay. Core disabled. Got it? Oh, fuck, really? Oh, Christ. We don't really have anything that will work here. Like... Okay. Let's just get in like this. This one's on me. You guys can do shit when we get inside. Not worth it. Absolutely not worth it. Okay. I can push that to re-roll. But for now, we need to rest. And I need to get us the fuck in here. Oh, none of these are particularly great. Bastard. Good. Keep it going. Keep it going. Shit. And one more. Oh shit, no, 2 more and we should be in. But my stress is super fucking high. Broadcast access, yes. We're on our way. We have 1 supply left. Broadcast systems, we have access. Now that in the broadcast red drone, you need to shut it down fast. The simplest way is to put the entire thing offline. Neither of these guys is good at this. Can I re-roll this? Nope. I don't know what that did. Okay, cool. Alright. Drone death. Okay. Well then. We're doing 1 more cycle, and then I need to get rid of some stress ASAP. I'm dropping a shitload of frames. I mean, it's 1% of frames, but it's a lot of frames, isn't it? You've taken damage to a dice because of stress. Oh, fuck! Must be repaired. Okay, alright. You can... the rig bunks. Got it. Okay. That's a lot of dice that I've taken stress to here. Oh, fuck. Nia, your rolls are terrible. She has taken some stress. Identify route. I can do that pretty easy. And he's going to create that opening probably fine. I was really thinking that. Shut the fuck up. we have broadcast access. So now we just need to hack this broadcast. Which I can do. Array disabled. One more. And then we should... What the fuck? What the fuck? What happened? We're going in with a 100% positive chance here. Go still for the first time since he boarded it. The drone is dead. We killed it. We do. Ooh! That was fucking close as well. -5 stress during travel. Come the fuck on. Computer, turn first light violet. Glad to have you. Nia. Oh, he's mad. We were always going to pay. Oh, shut the fuck up. Yes! Fucking come on. I've push upgrades available. No dice damage on push reroll. Reroll +1 dice. Except that I don't understand what the fuck that does yet. Let's just take it anyway. Yes! Lovely. Alright, that is class. I'm coming back to this because I'm having the fucking time of my life. Thank you for watching. That is well good. Oh, buy it, by the way. Buy it.